Well, Charlie Kirk's legacy remains very strong thanks to the redoubled efforts of Turning Point USA along with Charlie Kirk fans. Like our next guest, let's bring in comedian Kayvon Moezi and Turning Point USA Mississippi State Chapter President Samuel Gonzalez. Thank you both for coming on. Sam, to you first. Turning Point USA is not only continuing, it is growing and growing rapidly. Talk about your chapter, Mississippi State.
This is my third semester here involved with Turning Point USA here at Mississippi State. And our chapter started off very small. We only had about 4 or 5 people coming to our meetings, maybe 1 or 2 people stopping by at our tabling, just not a lot of energy. Now, our next meeting that we just had 45 people. Our official roster with Mississippi State University went from 25 official members to now 120. Our group me, where we send messages out, notifications about when we're tabling, when we're hosting events, when our next meeting is going to be, went from only 50 people to now, I believe, 485. So it's growing fast, and honestly, I'm so grateful that we're able to have this much momentum and energy behind us. It really gives us hope.
It really does. Kayvon Moezi, if you don't know, he's a comedian and very funny. And I want to play this soundbite as we lead into Kayvon, because this is Charlie Kirk, and he's talking about being mocked by South Park, and he had a very good sense of humor about it. Watch.
The South Park episode just dropped, and honestly, it is hilarious. Now, there's going to be a lot said about this, but we need to have a good spirit about being made fun of. This is all a success. This is all a win. We as conservatives, we have thick skin, not thin skin, and you can make fun of us. It doesn't matter. And until next time, I hope all of you also become master debaters for truth.
You know, Kayvon, you're a comedian here, and I'm wondering, you're going to Mississippi State, by the way, on Thursday to join Samuel. I'm wondering, do you rein it back in a little bit because of the gravity of the situation in the past couple of weeks, or what's your tactic going?
It's a great question, and something I never thought I'd have to dance. Charlie Kirk was such a bright light, and I thought once that tragedy happened, maybe Turning Point would stop the comedy portion. I've been coming on your show for years now talking about I do comedy for Turning Point USA, and now it is a household name. And so I decided, should we do comedy or not? And to my great surprise, Sam wants to do a show. We have people calling all over the country, and they're ready to laugh. But we have to start with a moment of silence or reflection. Sure. And then to honor Charlie Kirk's legacy, I think laughter is the best medicine, and we need a refill of it in America right now.
Indeed. Meantime, Ta-Nehisi Coates said this on the Ezra Klein podcast, Samuel, and get your response.
So the idea that this guy should be in any way celebrated for how he conducted politics, the fact that he just slurred across the board, you know, all sorts of groups of people, and then ran an organization wherein, you know, which appeared to me just a haven of hatred.
Calling you and your organization and others around the country havens of hatred, Samuel.
Well, I don't know what kind of podcast he's listening to. Every time I listen to Charlie Kirk, it's full of, you know, love, laughter, fellowship. I remember I am half Hispanic, and so I have a Hispanic family. So people would always ask me, why do you listen to Charlie Kirk? Can't you stand him? He's so racist. He hates people like you. He hates mixed people. He hates, you know, Latinos, Hispanics, blacks. And I just look at them like they're crazy. Charlie was all about the fellowship. He was always about joy and laughter. Yeah. And honestly, listening to him, listening to other people with Turning Point and the joy that he just brings us, I think conservatives are just going to live longer, because happier people just live longer. And so that's what we're hoping to continue. That's part of the legacy that I really want to focus on with Charlie Kirk.
Talk about the legacy, Kayvon.
Well, legacy is going to continue on. I want to invite every patriot, and we're going to need all of you, because they're trying to silence us. They're trying to intimidate us. They call us Bixers, bigoted, Islamophobic, xenophobic, sexist, racist. We're going to fight back with humor, with facts, and we want to invite every single patriot to come to our events. Whether you see it on my website, on my Instagram, you're invited, and we are going to fight back with laughter. It's a peaceful way to do it.
Samuel, Kayvon, best of luck. We'll see how Thursday night comes out. Let us know. Thank you.
You're welcome.